With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Zerline now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
A first carry for the Hall of Famer. Here's Marshall Faulk. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll go right back to the ground with Faulk. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Throwing is Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Newton throwing again. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! Rob Gronkowski, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure, back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Third and 2, Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gonzalez.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, Newton. He finds his man complete. That's Gonzalez.
2nd down at 4.
Here's Newton. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Here's Newton. He completes it to Beckham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Newton now to throw.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To the air again, Newton.
Pass complete to Cordero Patterson out of the backfield.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Cordero Patterson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's Moss. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Now they send a man in motion right.
They'll run with Patterson.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down and goal. Newton into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score from the 6. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On second and a couple, Newton. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From his goal line here, Newton. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They fake the give. Newton. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jalen Phillips coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. In motion left is Beckham. From the 50, Newton. Buying time to his left. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. In motion left comes Moss. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Newton to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he will bring it back. An interception return return for a Colts TD.
Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it, because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. The slot man in motion right.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Play action, it's Newton. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On fourth down, Newton. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by the Hall of Famer Junior Seau. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And some room to roam now. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Newton's going to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Colts are going to take possession of the football.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Randy Moss, 45 yards. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Colts are going to win the football game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. He did a nice job to spin out of that first wave, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we sign off from Miami.